We're taking a few days away and we're wandering around Portishead, and we've come across this lovely little garden, this little park rather, lots of lovely spring flowers, and it's won Best Park Awards. Rather nice. It's Friday, April the 5th, and we're away for a couple of days. That's our red camper van down there. That's where we spent a night. We are just south of Clevedon, and there's a cemetery, and there's a lovely allotment plot here behind us. We had a very nice quiet night. It's a residential area, but this is a nice quiet dead-end road. Just taking the dogs for an early morning walk. Good morning. It's Monday the 8th of April, and we've just come back from a few days away in our camper van, and things have been happening while we've been away. It's amazing how quickly things happen at this time of year. We've got one of the okra has germinated, so I'm going to prick that out this morning, and I've probably got some tomatoes that could be potted on. I saw some somewhere. Yeah, the Harburger could do with bigger pots. And also yesterday I went out over to the allotment to check on the things I got growing down there, and we've had a bit of disaster with the onions. Every single seed that I sowed on Boxing Day has disappeared. All my little seedlings, onion seedlings, and I've lost quite a few leeks as well. I don't know what's caused it yet. Could be the damp, because it has been so incredibly wet, or it could be some little cutworm or something like that. Anyway, that's beside the point, because they've all gone. So I've ordered some onion sets now, and I'm just waiting for those to arrive to replace them all. So I'm going to get potting with these, and if I get time before the rain comes, I want to plant out my main crop potatoes in the front garden, and organise where I'm going to put my bean rows, so that I know how many plants to germinate. So let's get cracking. Right, that's the tomatoes repotted, not all of them, still got some more to go, but that'll be for another day. And I've repotted the courgettes I was gifted by a friend, and pricked out the one okra I've got so far. And because it's raining, I got down to putting in the squash seed. We've got Uchiki curry, autumn crowned, Turk's turban, and crown prince. So I've put just one seed to a pot, because I won't need all those plants. So if I get one of each, I'll be quite happy. So now I'm going to go on to planting the main crop potatoes. It's raining, but they won't mind. They might even prefer being planted in the rain. I've just come over to the allotment to show you the sorry state of affairs that's going on over here. I can't see a single onion. And they were doing so well before we went away. Don't know, absolutely zilch. I'll bring you a bit closer. Not a single onion to be seen. And up here, where I had the leeks, there's just the odd few. Oh well, start again. Like I said, I've got some onion sets on order, so they should be here in a couple of days. So I'll just start from scratch. And we have a bit of excitement over here. Look at this, look at this. There we have an asparagus just peeking through, and there's one here as well. I think maybe something's, don't know whether something's nibbled the top of that or not, but well, that's the first two that's through. Good. And the other thing I want to do while I'm here is I'm sorting out where I'm putting my beans at home. So I'm just going to pick up these poles and take them back with me. Right, that's me back from the allotment with the poles. What I've been doing this morning is I've been taking all the weed suppressant off this bed. Our neighbours were throwing this out. I'm going to use it as a support for my mange too. And I'm fixing in one row of bean poles, which will probably be French climbing beans. And oh, as I was taking all the weed suppressant membrane, you won't believe the amount of slugs and snails I've collected. And I'm going to take them very, very long walk. I'll show you what I've got. Hang on. Right, look what we have in here. My goodness, if I take them for a very long walk, then that will be a good thing. It was too wet to film anything earlier. I didn't want to get the camera wet, but what I've done now is I've put my main crop potatoes on that side, and there's the early potatoes that side, and then I've got a space here now that I should probably put spinach or something like that in. Don't know, we'll see. See how many poles I've got. I might put poles in here and do some other kind of climbing bean. Oh, neighbours were throwing this out as well. That'll be excellent cat protection for this tub. My bleeding hearts are looking rather lovely. Dicentra. Okay, so that's all set up for the bean planting. Still got quite a bit of purple sprouting. I picked from this plant yesterday. There's a bit more here, and we'll have some for dinner tonight with spaghetti and mushrooms and parmesan and wild garlic pesto, I think. And I've got the manure ready to go down on here when when the plants are out. Oh, will it ever stop raining? Alistair fixed the roof so that it doesn't leak too much, and I've got all my little seedlings back in here now. There's plenty to be planting out. All I want is things to be just a little bit drier and warmer. It's actually quite mild, but it feels cold with the rain. Now I've got the bean frames up in the front garden. I know how many poles I've got left for the back garden. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 14 poles here, so that'll be, well, 14 broad bean, 14 runner beans, main runner beans here, which I can't do yet because I'm still picking purple sprouting broccoli. And but at least I know now how many bean seeds I can sow. I'll get all those started off indoors. And it's raining again now, so I'm just about finished for this Monday. So see you another time. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday the 9th of April and it's a bit wild and windy outside. It's dry at the moment, but it's just, I don't know, it's just so windy. So I'm in the conservatory and I'm going to sow some more beans. We've got here, there's a climbing French bean. This is because now I've got my bean poles in, I know how many I need to germinate. So we've got a climbing French bean called the Hunter. These are heritage seed. These are local seed called the Wollaston. That's a runner bean. And I got these seeds at a seed swap. I don't know the name of them. They were just labelled pea bean. But I'm going to have a go with these. They're a climbing bean apparently. And then I've got somewhere some dwarf bean, dwarf French bean, and I'm going to start off some sweet corn as well. Okay, so we've got 40 runner beans, 1 each to a cell. We've got 2 to a cell of the pea beans and 2 to the cell of climbing French beans. Far more than I need, but probably won't get them all germinated. And I couldn't find my dwarf French beans. I shall tell you about that in a minute. And in here, under this tissue, is the sweet corn. See what seeds are viable before I actually put them in pots. I'm going to tell you about the missing dwarf French beans now. I got a phone call from Alistair, who's gone off to tend to his bees, and he phoned to say he's got my dwarf French bean seed in his pocket. He takes these silver foil sachets of coffee out there with him where they can brew up a cup of coffee, and he picked up this sachet. It was in silver foil and he found out it wasn't coffee at all, it was my bean seeds. So I've got to go walk the dogs, and I'll go and walk them up there and retrieve my beans so as I can finish planting. I've just retrieved my beans. What have you got to say to the camera?
I'm sorry, love. It's an accident. I just thought it was. I thought it was coffee. Oh, bugger!
I'm back with the seeds that were mistaken for a packet of coffee. So what I've got to do now is finish sewing this tray. There we are, 2 to a cell. I'll just put some compost on top and give them a water, and they can stay in the warm till they've germinated. Oh, I must get a label as well. Okay, we're done for today. Beans sown at last, and tomorrow's Wednesday. They forecast a really wet day tomorrow, so I don't think I'm going to get a lot done outside. Thursday, although the weather's going to be better, we're meeting friends for lunch, so how much I'll get done I don't know. I'm desperate now to start actually planting things out there, but it's just so wet. And then hopefully by Thursday my new onion sets will have arrived, and I can go over the allotment and get that sorted. So until next time, see you again.